The horrific case of 4 University of Idaho students has taken another dramatic turn of events after details have emerged that Bryan Kohberger, the accused K word in this case, his parents are testifying before a grand jury in a separate case over in Pennsylvania where he's from. This woman is named Dana Smithers, and she has been missing since May of 2022 and was found April 27th of 2023 in a heavily wooded area. In a huge development this week, it emerged that Bryan's parents had been subpoenaed to appear before a grand jury in the investigation into the disappearance and the death of Dana Smithers. So, hey guys, my name is Tanya. Welcome to my channel. If you're into true crime, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be alerted to all new content that I do put out. And if you guys do appreciate today's case coverage, please don't forget to like the video. It does send it out into the algorithm. You'll be helping me a bunch. Thank you so much. Let's get back into the case. We did cover this briefly on our live, but I wanted to tell you guys 10 reasons why I don't think Bryan is connected to the Dana Smithers case. After I show you the 10 reasons why I don't think he is connected, I will show you a news clip that has come out from News Nation last night that kind of reiterates that, what I'm saying. So these are 10 reasons that I just kind of saw really quickly. So it's not probably the full list, but I just read an article. As I was going through the article, this is what I saw that I thought was just a little off. So I'm going to go ahead and just go through these. So the first one is she was last seen May 2022, found April 27, 2023. So the first one is, and these are the reasons why I don't think that they're connected to the Idaho case, and these are going to be based off of their age, their origin, and all of those things. So just follow along with me. Her age, 45. Our, victims in our case in Idaho, the victims are 20 years old. The counties are different. They keep saying they're from the same county, but she's from Monroe County, and Bryan Kohberger's parents, they live in Carbon County, Pennsylvania. The manner of death is unknown. So they should be able to do an autopsy, and they should be able to tell if the blade was, sliced with a bone or muscle that was still there, if that is preserved after all of this time. She left a friend's house and was never seen again. Our people were at their home sleeping in bed. Last seen on camera at 11:05 p.m. Our people, they weren't last seen on camera really anywhere other than at the food truck. But, the other two, Zana and Ethan, were never, our other two victims, they were never seen on surveillance camera as far as we know. She has children. She has 3 children that are aged 25, 23, and 7. Our victims have no children. She disappeared after leaving a friend's house a couple doors down. To me, doesn't add up because our people were all in their home sleeping, like I said. She was also found outside. And as you guys know, all of these killings happened indoors. And there is a side note at the bottom that I put. Her medication was adjusted that evening, and she had been reported to be smoking. I don't know if it was marijuana or some other type of drug, but they did say that in the article. She also does have a baby's daddy out there. They say that they get along pretty well, but you never know. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the News Nation clip now that I just found. This is from last night. That way you guys will be able to, make a decision for yourself if you think that the two cases are connected. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and I will be in there to respond.
So the BK family, listen, Bryan Kohberger's family, there has been no shortage of suffering for them, right? They didn't do anything, and poor sisters lost their jobs because of that last name. I want to bring in Bryan Enton. He's the senior correspondent at this network who knows everything about this case. So Bryan, have we gotten to the bottom of why on earth Mr. and Mrs. Kohberger on separate days wouldn't have been asked? They were subpoenaed. They were compelled. They were told, this is legal. You have to get in here, to a situation with a woman by the name of Dana Smithers, who turned up dead after being missing for a year. What's it about?
So the short answer is no. We still don't know why the Kohbergers were subpoenaed before this investigative grand jury, but we are getting some new information, and I'm going to read this to you because I want to get it right. We spoke to Dana Smithers' sister, Stacy. This is the first time that she's spoken out since all of this news came down about this investigative grand jury. And this is what she told us, that even before Kohberger's arrest, an investigative grand jury was meeting and looking into her sister's case and also other cases, or sister's case and other cases. She says after Kohberger's arrest, the grand jury began looking into whether Kohberger could be connected to the disappearance of her sister. She says it became clear that Kohberger was not connected, and there was evidence that he was not in the area where her sister was last seen. She is obviously hopeful that people will continue to be invested in Dana, her sister's case, to find out what happened. But she says that there's no evidence that Kohberger is connected, which backs up what the police statement was today, which also backs up our reporting yesterday, Ashley. We reported with a source close to the investigation that Kohberger had a strong alibi in this specific case.
Well, I want to ask you about the strong alibi piece in a moment, but go back to Dana's sister, because she said that even before Bryan was arrested, you said they had convened this grand jury. So we didn't even know Bryan Kohberger's name, and that grand jury is meeting. Does it sound like they're just, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and eliminating him in front of this grand jury, making sure that at least while everybody in this area of Pennsylvania has Bryan Kohberger on the brain, because of course, why wouldn't you? They wanted to have Mr. and Mrs. come in to say, yeah, it has nothing to do with Bryan Kohberger. Continue on your, quest for maybe another suspect, or maybe they have another suspect. Does that sound about like what she was trying to convey?
I think that is certainly a possibility. Again, we don't know why they called them in, but perhaps you have Kohberger from the area, living right in that area. You've got people nervous, wondering whether he's connected. We know they sent out that letter. We reported that a while ago to all the different law enforcement agencies saying, if you've got any cases you need to look into them. We know that Kohberger was in the area. So even though they had the alibi, does the prosecutor just want to calm everyone down and be able to say, you know what, I did everything possible to make sure that Kohberger is not connected to this case and other cases? Is that why they're doing this? I mean, it seems like that could definitely be a possibility.
So then talk to me about why they came on two different days. And I may have gotten it backwards. Back me up here. Was it Michael Kohberger, dad, for today and Marianne yesterday, or the other way around? And did they both actually show?
So we have got a source who says that the subpoena went out for the dad to go today to the grand jury. In terms of whether that actually happened, we don't know. So we know that the subpoena went out and that the subpoena was for today, and that the mom has already testified. Beyond that, we don't have any information.
And here's another question that I feel like if you had the answer, you're the most amazing person on earth, because I just can't see anyone ever telling anybody this information. But is it possible that the grand jury authorities in Pennsylvania are working in concert with prosecutors in Idaho and doing some fishing, meaning they've called the Kohberger parents in to ask a bunch of questions, and what they're really doing is asking questions to just mail it over to Idaho and the prosecutors over there, who just might want them on the record for any of their investigative purposes?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we have now learned through Dana's sister that this investigative grand jury was already working on the case and other cases even before Kohberger was arrested makes me think that that's probably not likely. I don't know what the law is there. I'm sure hopefully a lawyer could explain that. I mean, if the grand jury is supposed to be secret in Pennsylvania, I don't know how they would be communicating with the officials in Idaho. So that doesn't really line up for me. I don't know what you think, Ashley, but especially since we now know that they were already investigating even before Kohberger was arrested.
Well, I sort of feel as though if you've got grand jury testimony that's on the record and other prosecutors want to use it, they might be able to get their hands on it. That's a really good question, especially state to state. Definitely for greater minds than me, but great reporting. Thank you for being able to find out what you did. I mean, like you said, grand juries are so secret. I can't believe you were able to actually chase all that stuff down. Bryan, thank you.
Thank you.
Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Why would his parents be subpoenaed to testify in this grand jury for Dana Smithers? And if they are testifying in a grand jury, who are they going to indict? I doubt it's Kohberger. So let me know what you guys think about all this. It is a little bit crazy. It's going to get crazier as we go on because, you know, that's true crime for you. But thank you guys for spending a little bit of your day with me. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.